I can see.
There we go. Greetings and Baja blessings to you all. Welcome to this day's stream. My name is Siege Lyric. Welcome, welcome. 5 streams! Holy cow! I wish I had, like, good rewards. I am just a tiny streamer, so I don't get to have stuff like that. But yes, welcome in. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, Mire. Okay, so we want to bring Blackwall. Blackwall is certain. And it doesn't matter for any of the others. Got it. We'll bring Sarah then. And Solus. Hope you're having a good day. I did not stream yesterday because after the meeting.
Thank you for coming. Maybe you can solve this mess. Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
What do they have against Andraste?
Well, the Avar think there are gods in nature, as in the sky has a god and the forest. The Avar say you're claiming to be sent by one, and they'll challenge the will of your god with their own. I think their leader's just a boastful little prick who wants to brag he killed you.
I was hoping we could negotiate.
I wouldn't count on it. These Avar don't seem to value diplomacy. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. Wait, you're not squeamish about undead, are you?
It doesn't matter. I'm not letting the Avar butcher the Inquisition's people.
I appreciate it. The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the Fallow Mire. Make her willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
I wonder why they didn't put a dragon in this area. Anyway, yeah, after the meeting yesterday, I had
searched the area.
I had only slept for like 3 hours beforehand and was really tired, and then by the time I fell asleep, I woke up and it was like 6 p.m. Took care of the dog, sat on the couch, and then the next thing I know, it's 11 p.m. Oops, I missed something. So I really needed some sleep, apparently. Bottle of Thetis. Playing Origins earlier. Nice. Is this your Dwarven Noble playthrough?
I've news, sir.
What is it?
Could prove.
Stone and blue vitriol. Got the circle and found wind. Noise. I know that the circle quest line tends to be not everyone's favorite. I genuinely don't mind it though.
This can't be all of them. There must be more further in.
Way to go, Captain Obvious.
Look, signs of a plague.
It must have been a terrible illness. No one's come to reclaim the land. No one living at any rate.
isn't the... No, you don't find the spirit that teaches you how to become an arcane warrior in the circle. That's a different quest. The downside of having not played that game in a hot minute, I don't remember where to find a whole lot. No. Morgan teaches you how to be a shapeshifter. Yeah, those wolves will get you. Gotta remember that going into the water itself will bring these guys out. Sneaky bastards. Putting a chest right there. Oh, I totally don't remember what happens when you do that. I know that there's like a comment that people make, and then yeah, I just remember it being semi-funny. At the very least. Didn't like me helping win. Yeah, anything positive that you do for the circle, she is highly against.
Careful. Disturbing the water draws them out.
I know Alistair, once he gets the Templar specialization, if he doesn't start with it, that is, which I think he does, he is very good to bring along because of his Templar specialization. Being able to basically nullify all of the Mage's stuff. There's also a mage spell where you expend all of your magic, and it deals damage to the enemy. I spam that a lot. Dwarf with a sword. Valid.
Is that a beacon of some sort?
We could lure the undead onto solid ground. Might be a faster fight.
Keep an eye out for more then.
Adasana ze Elgara Masula Eva Venan. Excuse me?
Excuse yourself. Whatever you said and what I did, same difference to me.
I'd hoped, well, our people can sometimes feel the rhythm of the language, despite lacking the vocabulary.
Uh-huh. Know what else is good? Words that mean things. Like these. Words.
But he is Lhasa.
I don't think I ever had Sarah and Solus in the same party before. So this should be interesting. What specialization are you going for with your dwarf? Actually, now that I think about it, can't you choose more than one? I don't remember. It has been a really long time since I played that game. Champion definitely makes sense for the dwarf. Especially if you play the what am I thinking of? The Noble Origin. There we go. Playing tanks is fun. I was typically, for the longest time, I almost exclusively played tanks whenever I played video games. It was actually Dragon Age Origins that helped change my mind about that. My next playthrough is going to be a Dwarven Warrior. Hello, Beastie. Force Mage in 2 is definitely powerful. I found that on the Nightmare difficulty, playing basically a glass cannon mage, Force Mage and Blood Mage, is like one of, if not the most powerful mage combos that you can pull off. Which then I laugh about because, you know, Hawk stance on blood magic. Or it's funny to me, at least. I found that in 2, I didn't really like playing as a warrior or as a rogue. It just, I don't know, the gameplay felt weird. Any of the specializations you can get into outside of Force Mage and Blood Magic. That's how often I use that combination. I don't know anything else. I think part of the issue with Origins, with me trying to remember all the specializations, is you can choose with the DLC, like up to 3 or 4, or something crazy like that. Remember all of the specializations that you can choose for Origins. I remember Reaver because you have to basically remember to not bring Liliana on the mission, or win for that matter. That way you have a chance to convince them to not leave the party. Hard to learn from Liliana.
Oh, quite a smell.
Ugh, they're all slimy.
Yeah. I got so used to playing in Origins as the arcane warrior that I can't remember any of the other specializations really. Man. I'm gonna have to look it up at some point. I think this is the first game where you can only choose one specialization instead of more than one. If I ever go through those games again, I'm definitely replaying as the classes I tend to not play as in order to better remind myself of the options that the game has.
Places any to camp.
No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me, or the Inquisition's soul.
They better be fine. And the ones who took them, they won't be. Hey, Solus. Droopy ears says what?
Excuse me?
Ugh, you're no fun.
We actually have a rift. Stealth and traps. I will admit that in Origins, I didn't really use traps. Look, Arcane Warrior was broken. Once you can get that specialization and respec into it, if you didn't build correctly, like, you can solo the game as an Arcane Warrior on Nightmare difficulty. And I have done that. It's why I love it. It's why I almost exclusively play it. It is really busted. Sarah. There she is. Okay. But yeah, if I need a play the games again, which I probably will at some point.
Lady of the skies, you can mend the gaps in the air.
There's a reason people have been following our herald.
Maybe you do have a god's favor.
I definitely did not play as an Arcane Warrior again. So that way I can remind myself of other things that are available.
You're Herald of Andraste. My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
I thought the Avar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rites to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
The other Avar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them. Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
Berserker, Weaver, Templar, Assassin, Duelist, Shadow. Gotcha. So then Mage would have 3. Force, Blood. I have no idea what the third is. Spirit Healer. Gotcha. So yeah, 2 out of the 3 Dragon Age games have Mage healing. But for some reason, this one doesn't. It's also the first one where you can't really do blood magic. Can you do yeah, you can do blood magic in Origins. Because you can control people as if they were puppets. Makes me wonder why they didn't do blood magic or healing, a mage healer in this game.
And done!
Huh. Oh well. You know, I don't think I ever played as a spirit healer in Dragon Age 2. If I did, it probably was like all of a single time. Yeah. That's probably why they did it, honestly. So that way it would give more of a reason for them to have potion crafting. Which I'm not really fond of, but you know, whatever. Now we're gonna have to kill the water. That was a waste. All right. Snap. Sorry, guys. Well, that's too far away from me. You guys got it. That's it. That guy's dead. Great. Didn't be the. I hate
What color is
Sebastian.
the sky, Sarah?
Hang on.
It is an earnest question. What color is the sky when you look at it?
You know, blue mostly. Except for the breachy bits.
And when you looked past the breach, as perhaps you were drawn to do?
Greenish? Then clear a long ways and kind of felt like falling. Oh, makes my head hurt. You make my head hurt.
We are not so far apart, you and I.
You will be.
Yeah, when I was playing 2, I was very much I was raised in a religious household, having to have it, you know, shoved down my throat all the time. And I went along with it because I thought it was just what I was supposed to do. As I got older, that changed. By the time I was playing Dragon Age 2, I was very much in my anti-religion everything part of my life, basically. So, whenever Sebastian came around, I absolutely hated him because, well, he's a very pious man. And I didn't like that. So, any chance I got to piss him off, I took. I started learning that games, when they came out, were getting DLC, but then they would also come out with the Game of the Year edition, which had everything. I stopped getting games until they were released in full. I absolutely hate when games are not released in full. Part of the reason why I never bought like that new Cyberpunk game that came out some time ago. Well, A, I didn't get it because I heard of all the troubles that were plaguing it, and B, because I knew they were going to release DLC for it. Sure enough, they did. 2077. If that, I don't remember the name of it, unfortunately. I admit that I only know it as Cyberpunk because when you reference the video game Cyberpunk, everybody just automatically knows which one you're talking about, the newest one. I'm pretty sure it's 2077. It's on my wish list, I know that. But yeah, they just released a new DLC for it, like this past year, if I recall correctly. That's the newest one. Okay. Oops. Apparently there's some water that's too deep. Noted. I've seen a lot of the gameplay for the game. It does look pretty cool, and I do want to eventually play it. There's just a lot of other games that I would rather play first. Like, for instance, say there was a sale going on for both Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate 3. But I only had the money to get one or the other. Oh, shit. Fucking Frost Demon. Damn it. What the hell happened? Come on, Solus, we're not done yet. Oh, there was a revenant. That's why. Yeah, they really do. That ice beam ability that they have is brutal. It's why whenever I see them, I ignore everything else and just go after them. even on normal difficulty, they were dangerous. Very unkind. Well, granted, all the enemies are not kind, but still. Hitting the phosphate's camp.
How's an artisan nearby?
Oh, here. Alright, I'm gonna use a regen. You use a potion. Ow. What the hell?
Wards are working.
Well, we're out of potions now. We're gonna have to travel back. And now fast travel. Alright, so now we've gone that way. Go south. Like, as annoying as the terror demons are, you do it right, you can handle them pretty decent. But those frost demons, they run away. And they hit you from a good distance. And I know they're not called frost demons. I keep forgetting what they're actually called. found a sigil. That's my first sigil in this playthrough? Wow. Alrighty then. Let's double check our weapons. 204, so he's still pretty good. Nobody's a two-hander. Oh, I can equip Tirda's staff. Finally. Solus. Give him the one that I just had, and that's a bit of an upgrade for him. $38 versus 40. All right. Armor 215. He's good. Solus is 187, which means I'm pretty good as well. Right, I'm actually wearing a heavy armor because I can. And those are lower item levels. All right. Accessories. Stimulate. I don't have chain lightning anymore. Let's replace that. Doesn't have any rings. Give him the Ring of Staggering. Actually, what? I'll unequip Ring of Critical Chance as well. That. Sarah, equip the Chain Lightning over again, just to keep it out of the way. Light Ward, I'm gonna keep that on him for now. Blade. Everybody has something. I have a dog that is bugging me. So actually, I'm gonna go on a quick break. A little bit earlier than normal, but she's an old girl. So I have learned to not ignore her when she's bugging me. So I will be back as soon as I can. Don't go away. we are early enough in that song where we can pause it. That's not a big deal. Alrighty. On a different note, if you ever want a good thermos, let me switch over real quick. This is not sponsored or anything like that. This is full of coffee. It's by Soulful. Almost held like 9 or 10 cups of coffee, maybe 8, somewhere in there. I made a full pot of coffee. I don't know why, but I poured it in there and I was like, okay, I'll set this in the refrigerator. And once I'm done with my tankard of coffee, I'll switch it out for this. An hour in the refrigerator without the lid on, and this is still warm. It's like vacuum sealed. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm surprised that the coffee is still warm. Because the refrigerator, I haven't touched the settings on it in so long, but there's a thermometer in the refrigerator, and it's like just above freezing. So, yeah. It was a little too big for me to have in my previous vehicle. Because this is tall, right? Like this is taller than my head is. But in a Toyota RAV4, it would not fit properly. It would constantly tip over. So if you're ever looking for a giant thermos, not thermos, but a giant, what's it called? What am I? Words. Words are difficult right now. Excuse me. Yeah, if you're looking for a giant thing that helps keep your drink warm for an extended period of time, Soulful, vacuum sealed. I don't remember where I got it, when I got it, or how much it is. I just know that whenever I make a full pot of coffee, I break the bad boy out.
You have seen a great deal of battle.
We all have.
Not all. Not like you. You live and breathe war. You understand it. It's home to you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I intended no offense. We have both seen terrible things. We have watched death and destruction render that which we love unrecognizable. It is calming to see something familiar in another.
Something that's on fire in this game will make it so I get caught on fire. Silly me. next time that I make a full pot of coffee, I'm curious to see if putting it in the freezer will make any difference. Have it. Alright, there's a spirit in there. Alrighty then. I forgot. I leveled up. Oh, I can't. I'll have to choose something for now, and I can always buy a one of those amulets. Magic. Protective barrier. It's likely to attack you in battle even when you damage them. Let's go with that. It's like, you know, I'm sitting here thinking of all the different things that I could do to experiment with the travel mug. And I blame my homeschooling upbringing. Because that was basically how one of the ways that we learned. How does this work? Well, let's figure it out. And so now it's like, anytime something like that comes up, it's like, okay, well, how else can I... What the hell, Sarah? Yes, anytime now that I'm like, what the hell, Sarah? I want to do experiment. Anytime I think of something like that, I start thinking of like, okay, well, what else can we do to try to test this thing? How fast can it cool off when it's put in the freezer? I've never seen how long it can actually keep something warm. So now I'm kind of curious about that. It's not winter anymore, unfortunately. But, man, that would have been better to try to test it out when it was still actively winter. See long I could keep something warm.
Good work. We have a path free of corpses back to the shore.
Sound strategy.
Dang. Alrighty. I don't think I need the balefire. I think it was only for that bit. Acquired recipe, Tears of the Dead. I forgot how much Blood Lotus grew in this area. It's all of it. It pretty much is. I mean, with the last playthrough, I know I need literally hundreds. Most of that just goes into the potion upgrades. I think there's like 6 or 8 potions that need Blood Lotus for 2 or more of its upgrades, which then, you know, they need like 25 for each upgrade. So that's a minimum of 50 just for one. You know, 6 or 8 different potions that need it. You know, 150, 200 Lotus that you need. Ridiculous. What it takes to not upgrade, but at least replenish your potions. Alrighty, that's all the landmarks. Try to remember off stream, I will probably be constantly just coming through this area just so I can harvest the Blood Lotus and upgrade potions.
I will remember this when it is over.
This war? Inquisition?
The people. How you fought against the tide. It is courageous.
I kind of wish that I had brought Sarah and Blackwall with Solus earlier. Blackwall made a comment about how him and Sarah were talking about Solus's journey into the Fade and wonder if he ever had intimate relations with spirits in the Fade before. But I didn't have Sarah in the party at the time. So it was just Blackwall being the funny one. In that instance, but... Oh, Blood Lotus. It just that conversation threw me off because it's not something I would have expected Blackwall to have asked. Solus, you know? Yeah, but, it just wandering around, all of a sudden Blackwall starts asking about Solus's travels in the Fade and whether he's ever done it with them, and it's like, Solus didn't give a straight answer, so Blackwall just is kind of like, okay, so that's confirmation. But it's like, if I had Sarah, would Sarah have been the one to bring it up with Solus? Would she have added any other comments to the conversation if she was there? I'm not going to know until the next playthrough now, but still. It kind of just also goes to show how much of a human Blackwall really is, you know? Oh. At some point they all leveled up. cabin? I did. You know, why didn't they make a... Why wasn't there a dragon in this area? I know that there's not a dragon in every single map, but I kind of assumed that there would have been one here. Probably because they put 3 in Prix du Lion. Too small of an area. I mean, maybe they could have always just added a spot on the map for it. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm not going through the water just to get that. I will go through the water to get the body floating. That's weird. Normally, balefire things, when they hit the water, don't relight. Interesting. Maybe that's only a circumstantial thing. Already playing with dragon. Yeah. Oh. Another bottle. he's here. It's that necromancer in me. Going, ooh, dead body. Cool. Alrighty, thanks for stopping in. Sleep well. See you next time. Is this the only area with the downloads? I think it might be actually. But yeah, like, have a boat go right over there and have that be the dragon lair. That would have been awesome. I wonder what kind of dragon they would have put here.
Don't waste time on them. Head for the castle.
Castle, yeah?
God, I have to.
Take his hand!
I have to skip all that in order to get to the lever.
Grey Wardens have beards.
No, just me. I stole all the beards. and all the power held within, there can be only one.
Not really.
I appreciate that reference. I admit I did not expect Blackwall to have as much of a sense of humor as he is shown to have. So until I get more for deft hands, I'm not going to be able to get that secret item or that dwarven cache. Not dwarven cache, Grey Warden cache. I'm having some stomach rumblings.
Face me! I am the hand
See. Oh, I guess I did have that. When did I get that? Genuinely don't remember. So, I am gonna have to call the stream. These stomach issues are really hitting hard all of a sudden. Cool. Dear God in heaven, my stomach.
Excellent.
Herald of Andraste.
I dealt with the Avar. Is everyone all right?
Yes, Your Worship. The injured need some rest, but we can return on our own.
I can't believe the Herald came for us. I told you he wouldn't leave us.
All right. Speak to him.
Your god looks after you, Herald. There lies the brat. His father, chief of our holding, would duel me for the loss if he cared enough.
The Inquisition has a purpose your chief lacks. Join me. Help us stop the breach.
Is this why the Lady of the Skies led me here? To help heal the wounds in her skin? Aye, I'll join you. Let me make peace with my kin and I'll find where you set your flag.
Agent acquired! Woohoo! Alright, so we can't get that yet. We've done this area. So, I'm gonna go ahead, call the stream way early because I'm having stomach issues and I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone. It could be 5 minutes, it could be an hour. So, thanks for tuning in. It's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun. Enjoy the rest of your night.